Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the best football podcast show in the world and in the universe. We have people from Mars listening to us and Jupiter. There's life on Mars, in case you don't know. Well, today is a little bit packed. We have a lot of things to discuss. But first, let me introduce my co-host today, Olufemi Adinaike, an Arsenal fan.
What's up? What's up?
Hi,
What's up?
how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Good as always.
Okay. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Oh, Thanksgiving. I was in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What was
went
happening in
to.
Dallas now?
Oh, I was in with Sam. I went to like Sam's family.
In the house.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. It was
I
me,
didn't know. I didn't
Ayodele.
know.
Yeah, we went there.
Oh, you people did not invite us now.
Oh, yeah. You're always invited. Yeah,
I really need to. I really need to visit Dallas and Austin.
yeah,
I've been saying this for like almost a year now. Like I need to visit. I need to visit.
yeah.
And I have people inviting me in both cities, but I don't know. I don't have the. I
Yeah, I
don't have
was
the
there
wherewithal.
from Thursday. We left like Thursday morning. The road was pretty much empty, so we just drove first thing in the morning. Got there around 1, and we left on Sunday. And there was a
Okay.
lot of traffic on Sunday.
Yeah, it's always like that. I was telling my aunt, so we discussed about our trip to Canada.
Mm.
So I was not telling her, she was trying to get tickets and she doesn't like crowded airports. I was like, I think your
Sunday,
best
yeah,
bet, your best bet is to go on that Thursday morning.
yeah, it will be very empty on that day.
It will be empty. But coming back,
Yeah.
just be prepared. Be prepared for the mess. Yeah. And I'm sure she had fun. I remember my first time traveling, I think it was Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked. Everywhere was empty.
Empty,
I was
yeah.
like, this is how I like my airport. Like, just breeze in, breeze out.
And it's so funny because tickets are cheaper on that day.
Yes, but people don't be traveling now.
Yeah.
People don't be traveling. So the
Because
money
people
they
need to
make,
be
the
there
money they
before the day.
yes, and the money they collect up to people that come to work.
Mm-hmm.
So those people that come to work get extra
Money.
Yeah. Anyway, so I listened to this guy's album again, Kendrick,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. I listened to some select. I mean, I listened to everything again, and I'm beginning to like a few of the songs.
Oh, okay.
Did you see
You
that
didn't like it initially?
No. I would say I didn't like it. I would say because of my expectation of him,
Mm-hmm.
I
Expected more.
I struggled a little bit. Also, I'm still struggling with the current sound going around in the world, like current music trend.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it came with good Kid, Mad City, like it's different from like it's trajectory
Yeah.
from that point
Yeah.
to now. And I guess it's happening everywhere too. I guess that's the same thing I struggle with Kanye. The same thing to like the sound, but I guess I just have to just accept it and try to listen to it for what it is. You see that he's going on tour with Caesar. Do you know? I didn't even know they are signed to the same record label.
Oh yeah, I had no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, they are signed to TD. Apparently, she was his backup singer for a long time when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
That's dope. Imagine having Caesar on your record label. You have Dochi on your record label. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I'm trying to see if I can afford the tickets to go for the stadium tour. Well,
Is it just a North American thing, or is like a world tour?
North American thing.
Okay.
North American. Yeah. I guess it will depend on how the success is for them. They now go international.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know definitely they will pack the stadium 100% because of what has happened. And Caesar too has her own fans. She has good music out, so it should be a nice show. Hopefully, I'll be able to go. Hopefully, I'll be able to afford it because it's looking expensive. But we'll see. So my song of the week has to be Wizkid, Kese. Yeah, I like the song, even though I like the other one. Is it the bend or dance? Which one?
Bend.
Can't remember the title.
Bend.
Bend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the band because it's good for DJing. Like it's a nice song for DJing.
Is
But
that why you like it?
what
Is that why you like it?
band?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Kese is good. So, but my song of the week is Kese. Um, everyone hearing Agu's voice, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're
Good to
always
be
coming
back.
late. One day you come early.
Maybe when United starts winning.
Uh, but if you're winning now, what's wrong with you? If you're
Okay.
winning. So let's start. Um, so we have a lot to discuss. Obviously, people want us to discuss United Arsenal game. So that will be at the end of the show. At the end of the show. But one of the few things that caught my eyes that I want us to discuss. First things first, just for tidbits, Justin Kluivert scored hat-tricks of penalties. He scored the first one on the right-hand side, second one on the left-hand side, and went back to the right-hand side for the third one. That was something. And it's the first time it's happened in EPL that you score hat-trick of penalties. Barcelona lost during the
The
weekend,
weekend. The
right?
weekend.
Yeah, they lost weekend. And I was like, okay, it's time for Madrid to come back. So Madrid won their game. Now, midweek game, Barcelona won.
Madrid
And
lost.
I should have known that Madrid was going to lose this game because they are playing against Club Athletic. And with the way Madrid is playing this season, anybody that is above average, that is not scared of them, that can take the game to them, will have joy. And they lost. Mbappe missed penalty weekend, right? During the weekend in their game, he lost penalty. And I'm wondering why they
It
thought
was
it
today.
wise. No, he missed the last one. I was now thinking,
Wait, he missed today and
yes,
over the weekend.
yes. I'm wondering who thought it wise to give him the ball
No, he didn't
again.
miss over the weekend though.
I'm sorry, he missed the one in
Against
Champions
Liverpool.
League, Liverpool. Yes, I'm wondering why because yes, weekend was Bellingham that scored the penalty. He took the penalty and scored.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why the person that thought it wise to give Mbappe
Mbappe.
this one again when I think it was 0-0 at that point, and Mbappe played the ball with the same strength, the same style, and the same part of the post. And I'm wondering what's going on. That man is not, he's just bereft of confidence. I don't know why, and this is where management comes into play. As a manager, let Jubileum keep playing until Jubileum misses, then Mbappe can now start playing. Because I don't understand why.
But
Well,
I don't think you switch up like penalty takers like that. Like I think it also affects the confidence level. Like it doesn't help their confidence level in any way. I don't see.
but
Um
before Mbappe came, Vinny was a penalty taker, and after
yeah, but
Vinny
like
was Jubileum.
I mean, see honestly, that Vini and Mbappe issues
No,
is
no,
a
it's not an
different
No,
issue.
thing.
It's not an
Vinicius is
issue.
injured right now.
Yeah, he's injured. He's not playing. So
So if he was playing, he'll be the one to take the pen.
yes.
So he's not playing. So does that mean Mbappe is the next penalty taker on the team?
So ideally, before Mbappe came, I don't know how it is this season, but before Mbappe came, it was Vinny first, then Jude next, then Rodrigo third. So I'm wondering what the discussion is in the dressing room to think, okay, Mbappe should be the one taking the penalty now. After Jude Bellingham scored the last one, I understand like you don't want to like affect the confidence or the continuity. You want consistency. But at this point, that man is bereft of confidence. Let Jubilee play. Let it be like, okay, we've forgotten about this guy playing penalty and now give it to him back when Vinny is not there. But he missed the penalty and they lost the game today. Valverde made a mistake. He got they picked his pocket and they placed Courtois. But it's all good.
I have a
Madrid are
question for.
far from the top again because if they had won this game, would have been closer because they have a game in hand. They'll have had the
Do,
opportunity to like topple
Barca.
Barcelona, but they've
do you
given
guys
Barcelona points. Yep,
do you guys think Mbappe is that guy?
he is. He has
Okay.
done it. He has done it in the biggest of stages. He is.
Wait, what's at PSG?
No World Cup.
Mhm.
twice. So it's just uh, I am holding on to hope that it happens. New club, new expectations. Madrid is very big, so it's like this is the first time he's experiencing a situation where he's not the main guy after a long time. After a long time, he's not the main guy. Even when Messi and Mbappe and Neymar were in PSG with him, he was still the main guy. They were just like it was the main guy, but they were not far away from him. There was more like respect, but in
But
Madrid, he's not even close to being the main guy. So it
so
takes time. It takes time.
what he gets his minutes, right? He plays.
Yeah,
So what exactly like does
it's
the
a
main guy
problem.
have to do with his form? Like it's not like he's not
Um,
getting playing minutes or anything. Like he's playing.
so being the main guy, it goes beyond your time played. Being the main guy means, for example, Kopama. Kopama is the main guy
Chelsea.
for Chelsea. Kopama will have been the main guy in a place like City because you have to distribute the ball. The person that is the main guy in City is KDB because when KDB gets on the pitch, everybody tries to find him. Same with Kopama. In Madrid, he has two problems that I can think of. First problem is not the main guy. Second problem is change of position, which I kind of understand. We all play football, and I use myself as an example many of times. When I started playing football, I used to play on the wings. So it's either I'm playing as seven or I'm playing as fullback. So I can only think of one direction. I'm looking at one direction when I get the ball or when I need to mark us and the likes.
But
But the moment I started playing in the middle, in the midfield, it took me time to understand, okay, I have to switch on my 360 eye
but
to be able to see all angle.
in the last few games, Mbappe has been playing as a left winger though.
Yes, and he has scored.
Yeah,
He has been scoring.
yeah.
He has been scoring. So that position to affect him. When he goes to that middle, he only has like his brain is like, okay, I have to like check. And I feel like this is where Ancelotti, forgive me to say this is where Ancelotti is deficient. He's a great manager, but I'm just wondering how he has not noticed this and tried to rectify it.
But
Mbappe
Madrid losing
is
today wasn't
being
Mbappe's fault though. Like
no,
even
no, no, no,
though
no. I'm just talking in general. He's asking a question if Mbappe is him. So I'm talking about Mbappe specifically, not Madrid, not Madrid
oh,
as a whole. Madrid's problem is documented. So for Mbappe, um, I think, and I'm surprised that Ancelotti has not noticed this. Everybody has seen it. First things first, he's rushing. He's too eager to get on the ball to score. Secondly, his positioning is not good. He's getting his position where he's not used to. They need to, I don't know, they need to not teach him, but just advise him. Thirdly, his runs are not good. He still has that winger mindset where he's starting before they get the ball. You know, when you're on the wing, you can see your line. You can see, okay, you can see like I'm the last person, or that defender is the last person, so you can beat the offside trap. But when you're in the center, it's difficult because you have to like look right and left quickly and move. So yeah, it will take a little bit of time. I will not I will not I will not say it's not the guy right now because he's scoring goals. He's not doing badly, but what they expect of him is just higher than what he's producing right now. And it takes time. It takes time. Does that answer your question, Agu?
Yeah, but
You still have reservations.
yeah, I still don't think he's the guy. Well, we can
Why, why,
continue.
why, why do you think it's not the guy? What are these things that you're seeing that you think it's not the guy?
Well, because like his performance is nothing above average, or hasn't been anything above average since he joined Madrid. It's just been like bank average or like just poor. Um, I don't know. His confidence level isn't there. His football isn't exciting. There isn't. I don't see anything fantastic about like the way he plays and stuff like that. Like
Mm.
you don't get the same joy you get when you watch people like Yamal and like that Barca team. Like you do like watching Madrid is just I don't know. It's just not what I expected it to be this season, and having Mbappe there, I expected a lot more, and he's just not delivering. And it's the reason why I don't think he's the guy. Like even at PSG, towards the end of his career, it was like in champs, like it was very interesting the way he was playing. And I don't know. People talk about things like, oh, he's off positions, blah blah blah. But like, you can't necessarily be like stuck to one position. Like you've come to Madrid. I think I don't know how he's going to bounce Vini from the left wing. Do you understand?
Mm.
He's always going to have to play from the middle if Vini is on the field or is Vini is if Vini is fit. So it's kind of like if he can't adapt to like change of position, um a different style of play, then really like how is he the guy? Do you understand? Like the best players in the world, they don't have a choice. Like when like they're still able to put up a decent performance when they have them play out of positions for whatever reason.
Mm.
But
So I'll say
But
this. Ancelotti has come out to say that like I think in recent times he's like, yo, Vinicius is much even better suited in the middle and Mbappe on the wing. So I'm just pointing that part out. Um, but
mm,
my point about
but hold on. Do you think he's saying that to save face, or do you think that's actually the fact?
I don't know. I don't know.
we
All I
don't know
know is
now.
that
We don't
like
know. You
No,
just
but
that's
from
what
like
they're
what you
saying.
guys watch and what you guys see, like what do you think? Like we're having, I don't know, it's like a discussion, right? We watch these guys play every now and then.
mhm.
From the things you've seen, do you think this that statement is I maybe I don't watch enough Madrid games, but I just feel like that just sounds like he's just trying to save face
I mean,
because of
obviously, he's trying to make sure the morale of the team is high, especially considering the fact that, like, one of those players went down as well. But I would say this for Mbappe. Like, I rate Mbappe very highly, right? Um, Obviously, it's not every single player that, like, when they get to certain things that teams that it just clicks and everything. Most players, it never clicks initially. Most players, you know. I can give you so many examples. Obviously, there are other examples that it does click from the jump, like a Bellingham last season, and everything just was going, you know, nice and all that. I want to just point this out. There's still a lot of games to be played, man. I always keep on
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
this, you
yeah,
know, like between now and like the next international break, I think there are close to 30 games to be played,
yeah.
across all competitions. So like there's still he like one thing can just change all this narrative that everyone is saying right now. You know, a couple weeks ago, everyone was like Barca, 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 this, Barca, that. Now people are not like saying the same thing anymore. You know, because what they lost 3 games straight in La Liga or so, or they hadn't won in three
Yeah,
games, and like
yeah.
Madrid literally caught up in points. Literally, this was a team that were literally running away with it, and in the space of like 2, 3 games, they are back to like
Systems.
reality. So that's my main point. Like, there's still a lot of games to be played. I feel like people just judge, you know, and like people just watch a
I
couple
mean
and
we're
like, yeah, I've made up my mind. This guy is shit. That's it. You know, nah,
I
like
mean we're judging
there's
based
still a
off of
long
what we've
season,
seen.
man.
I'll go. Let me even just what Olu said. Do you know that two people? I'm going to mention two people's names, right? That we think they are very good. Do you know that when Modric came to Madrid, he was voted the worst by? Did you believe that? And he was voted by Marca, the same. Is Marca Madrid or Barcelona? I think it's Madrid, right?
In Spain, either ways.
It's in Spain, yeah. They voted Modric the worst by. Secondly, Benzema told his teammates not to pass to
Pass to
him.
him,
Say,
yeah.
Wala
And
is playing against us.
yeah, football changes so fast, man. And I think
That's
people
he
just
said,
hilarious.
forget.
he
Like,
said, Wala is
it's
playing
very
against
easy
us.
for people
Wala.
to forget, because once a player
But I
starts
mean,
playing really good, they're like, oh, wow, he's the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm like,
Yeah.
a couple months ago, you guys were castigating this guy, you know. Things,
listen,
things
I'm
change
not
so fast
necessarily
in football, man. And I mean, we've
Yeah.
seen it. We watched football for years now, and
okay.
we know how it goes,
And
man.
I was saying,
the thing is,
I'm not saying
Mhm.
I'm not saying Mbappe is not good. I just don't think he is that guy. Like he's all right. Like even when he was at PSG, like there was nothing like we're going to use this, like you're talking about. Okay, we've only played like a certain number of games this season, and there are so much more games to come. and all that good stuff. Well, I hear that, and I'm not judging based off of just this season. Like I literally mentioned, like when he was
Last
at
season, yeah.
PSG, like I don't think like he was like there was anything like very like outstanding
Yeah.
or
Hold
brilliant
on.
about this young
I'll give you
man.
that, right? For argument's sake. Did you see what he performed in the two World Cups? Did you see his performance in the two World Cups? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Um,
So the thing
yes.
is, the teams you play for also determine who you are. It determines how good you can be. You're mentioning PSG, keep mentioning PSG. PSG as a team, as a whole, they are trash. I don't think you watch PSG for let's say PSG is the only team you watch. You don't watch any other team. You'll be so frustrated with them, the way they play. I'm telling you, I've seen games where Mbappe in that same PSG, he's doing all the work. He's passing the ball, he's running up and down, he's creating chances. And you have Colomwani and that boy from Portugal wasting chances. The ball that they think is supposed to bench Ronaldo.
Ramos.
Wasted chances. Yes, Ramos. Wasted chances. So I personally, I don't think Mbappe is not the guy. I just feel like we need to have patience with him, and I think it's going to come. I still believe in him, honestly. Anyway, let's move on. The most interesting part of the show. Did you guys see what Pep did against uh
Liverpool.
Liverpool after the
Yeah.
game? Did you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
see it?
It was
I
during
mean,
the
he did
game.
during the game and after.
Was it? Yeah. But it's crazy because when I was watching it with people around me, I was like, managers are the same. When I listen everywhere, even before the game, like 2 games before when we were losing, he just kept talking. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
get yourself together. I know this is the first time you're experiencing this, but come on now, dude. You're a big man.
But
You're supposed to be
he's
the
always
best,
like
quote unquote,
that.
best manager ever. Huh?
It's like he's always been like that. I think that's one of the reasons why Ubina hates him.
No, Obina likes Pep.
Ubina hates Klopp actually, not
Yeah, it's club.
Pep.
It's club.
Yes, Klopp.
Pep doesn't really talk. But this is the first time he's experiencing this, and he's just all over the place. I'm like, dude, get your shit together. What is your problem? Like, relax. It's not that bad. Like, it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. We've been winning in the past 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's bound to happen. It's law of diminishing returns. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
relax. Because the way it's behaving, it's gonna affect your team. You
Mm-hmm.
have to come confident, like, I'm going through this, like, it happens, like, we'll be back. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I don't care. It's one of those things. But the way he's talking, like I said, this guy, it wasn't bad. So, what I capped it for me was that him picking, carrying 6 fingers, or like, I mean, we're insulting Moreno when Moreno did it too. And like, this guy, in November alone, they did not win any game. They
Damn, that's
lost
bad.
and they drew. I think they drew twice and lost all the other games.
Yeah, that's bad.
United has had 3 managers since they last won a game. So finally they won a game after before this recording. So they won a game. They spanked Forest, and Doku was stellar. I know I've insulted Doku a lot of times, but Doku was a standout performer in that game. And obviously they missed KDB. You guys remember when I said that their passes were slow, their attacking what's it called? The way their attacking style,
Mm-hmm.
the way they penetrate the other teams it wasn't as good as it used to be. But KDB coming in back for their game against Forest changed that because they were more sharp. Alan had more chances than he used to in the past like 10 games I've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what I said in the last recording
What did
about
you say?
how City's game is centered around KDB?
Yeah. So I mean, we were saying that. I mean, we are agreed. We're saying that there are so many reasons, and one of them is KDB. But yeah, it changed. It changed for them today. Hopefully, they will stop losing for Pep's sake because I'm just tired. Like against Liverpool, you had red marks all over his head. Was it
Yeah, that was
Liverpool?
bad. I was like, what's going on?
Was it
Where he said he was going to hurt himself or something along those lines. I think it was Liverpool's game.
happening? Like, can you relax? What's your problem? Why are you fighting? And someone was telling me that. Someone was telling me that I just don't understand why pundits are not tackling him. So what's your people's take on that? Do you think everybody should be saying, "Oh, Pep has lost the dressing room. Pep is over for Pep"? Do you think there's merit to that kind of discussion?
Um, I don't know if I asked you guys last week, but like this is where I asked like, how bad can it get
Oh yeah, you
before?
asked. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
you
and I
asked.
know everyone was like, nah, they can never sack him, all that stuff. You know, to be honest, yeah, they can never sack him and all that. But like, if it gets really bad, man, at the end of the day, it's a results business, man. If
Mm.
But
it
I don't know.
gets
like,
So
really bad,
that's not what I asked. I'm saying I'm not talking about City. I'm talking about like pundits
oh,
and
okay,
discussions
I
outside.
all right,
mean,
At
okay,
what point today, when Mourinho started losing, they were like,
mm-hmm.
Mourinho is done. He's done. It's over for him. Like he needs to leave football before
Yeah, football
football
losing.
losing. All those kind of discussions. Do you think it's okay, or do you feel like it's not? There's no bias has come to play that
I mean,
nobody's giving him that kind of grief during this period.
I don't think it's well. Wouldn't that be the same thing that's happening to, or that was happening to like Madrid, right? Not necessarily performing well. Like no one's calling them out per se. Over the years, City has been able to prove themselves time without time. Do you understand? So the players, the manager, so there's really no one to call out. Everyone just understands that. I think it's that bias that exists in football. Everyone just understands that this is City, and the day they get their shit back together, it's going to
But
be fine.
hold on. So you mentioned Madrid and you mentioned like City know how to come back. First things first, we all know Madrid know how to like there is fire gun, fire whatever. They just play like they just play. Like you don't really know what's going on with them. Either they win or they lose. That's how Madrid is. They are used to that kind of lifestyle. But for City, this is the first time in Pep's career since he's managing that he will go games without winning. Like he literally did not win one game in November. Do you know how bad that is? There's so many games in November. Oh. There's so many games. There
And
were
now
EPL
there's some
games.
small
There
teams as
were
well.
there were Carabao Cup games. There were UCL games. I did not win one. He
I
didn't win
mean,
one.
it's
Huh?
like I said, like he's done it times though, like over and over again. So I
But
guess
he
his
hasn't
record.
experienced this before. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't experienced no winning.
That's what I'm saying. His record is holding him together. It's holding people together for like is what's defending him essentially. Like no one is going to
Mm.
come for him if he didn't have the record that he had. Like imagine someone like um I'm going to use like Chelsea manager. Like someone like Tuchel, once obviously you've not done it back to back to back to back to be able to like for people to be able to defend you and stuff like that, or to be able to
Mm.
even reason with you or understand what's going on. You understand?
Mm.
Pep has done it like over and over again. So, Omo is what it is. If he says the team is tired, what can we say? The team is tired now. Whatever he says, we just have to take it as that because we know these people are able to do this thing. Something is just not right there, and everyone just is like, okay, yeah, it's life. Like it would all go around at some point. Like you even mentioned at the beginning, you said, what did you say? The law of diminishing returns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, man, everyone just understands like it's what it is, but
And someone was saying that, oh, City. I'm like, City, like, and I think part of the reason why people are not really talking is because it's City. If it was like a United team or like a Liverpool team or Arsenal,
Arsenal,
people
yeah.
would be like, ah. But it's City, like, nobody cares about City. Like, who is City in the grand scheme of things? Like, in world football, who is City? They're just, mm, like, you cannot really call them powerhouse in football.
Because they don't really have real fans as well. So
It's one point you get fans, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, nobody really cares. And that's one reason why their CEOs cannot even talk about. They cannot even talk to Pep that what's going on, because if the thing is, let's even say that Pep is doing badly, right, and they want to sack him. Do you know it's going to become worse if they sack him? Because I don't think there's any manager that can help them. If you help Pep, it's going to become really, really bad for them. So I guess they're thinking that you cannot just chat to this guy. You let him just sort this thing out. If not, I was telling someone that even if he gets them relegated, they will not talk to him. Like they'll still keep him. That's
uh-huh.
how bad it is. Because I don't think there's no manager that can help them. There's not near Pep.
right,
Like it's gonna be because if they say there's a solution, the solution will be to buy new players. So why not just buy new players for someone that's done it and is like his sure banker, like his sure odds? I said, Ten Hag is free,
Honestly,
sha. Ten Hag
I
doesn't have a
still
job.
think he should consider.
Ten Hag doesn't have a job. Did you hear what I
Who
said?
doesn't have a job?
Ten Hag.
I didn't hear that part at first. But honestly, I think this man should actually consider, hanging his boots. And
Why?
why?
Who the
No, no, who's Ten Hag?
Pep.
I'm talking about Pep.
Why do you think so? Why do you think so?
Listen, um, when the going gets tough, you have to realize that it's tough and do the
Eh?
needful. You see, listen, you can't let this younger generation come and embarrass you. Like, you've done your thing. Let your record speak
No,
for
no,
itself.
no.
Look at someone like Zidane. He's not going to embarrass himself like this.
It's different. Okay, so let me answer that question. Put it in this perspective, right? So if City doesn't win anything this season and they finish say fifth, that's past time. Don't laugh. Let's say they finish fifth and they don't win anything. Is that a bad season
That's a
for them?
terrible season.
Terrible season. Mind you, these people have won back to back and they've won like how many 6 in the past 7. Come on
Yeah,
now.
but like,
That's greed.
how was that great? This season is bad. Like, it was a bad season.
It's not bad because there's so many games. And like, to put it in perspective, United have gone through that kind of bad spell
everybody?
It's
under
not
Ferguson.
United.
No, let's say Ferguson is like the most successful manager in EPL. He went through that bad spell, and I don't think someone was telling me that the first time he went through it, they were calling for his head. I wasn't born then. That was 2001, 2003. I wasn't born then. So I don't I cannot talk about what I don't do. But I can talk about what I do.
Look, you're this old man.
I can tell you what I know. There was a season, I don't even remember, where we were in Champions League with Villarreal, Lille. I can't remember the last person. We were last. Normally, you're supposed to like win 1 or 2 games and go to Europa League. We
Yeah.
were last in that league. We were out.
Mm-hmm.
We were so bad in the league too that it was until we got kicked out of Champions League that we started winning games and we finished strong. We were second, I think, behind Chelsea that season. So the next season we were so good that we won the league and I think we won Champions League. That was 2007. I can't remember vividly during that period. So if it was that kind of mindset that just one blip, you should kick the manager out, then come on now. You have to keep trying. Like me, I think he has like 3 seasons to become bad for before they can say, okay, it's time for you to go.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. I'm saying it
See?
doesn't have to get to that point. Like, do you get? If he gets to the point where they're asking him to go, like, you can't rubbish everything you've done. You can't just
Yeah.
rubbish your career like that. It's kind of like what's happening with Rich James at Chelsea now, where like it's coming
Mm-hmm.
up that like people are like, okay, they think it would be a good idea if he drops the captain armband and literally hands it over to someone else, as opposed to Maresca having to like take it off him because they need a leader on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? It's like, don't
Yeah.
wait till like it's taken from you. Like, be the one to drop it. There is more honor with that than it being taken away from you. If you get what I'm saying, but
I beg, please. Even like it just made me remember, but it just reminded me of something. Sure. Oh my god. I need that guy sold, man. I need that guy sold. But we'll get to that later. Speaking of Maresca and Rhys James, Chelsea had a good time out today. I mean, that was before this recording. You guys won 5-1. It was a good performance. Did you watch the game?
I did. It was,
You did.
man, it was a good performance to go
Against
to the
Sutherland, right?
second team.
Against Southampton.
Sorry,
Do you know that against Southampton, I complained about
the way they
passing from
play
the
from the
back.
back here. That was all.
It's the
That's all I
same
was
thing. I'm
hearing when I
like,
was
dude,
watching the match today. I was like, Shun has been crying about this shit.
it's the same thing. Like, why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Against a team that have like 5 players in your box 18. Why are you doing that to yourself?
Sorry, say five.
It works when you turn around and beat the press. But when you cannot beat the press, kick the ball out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, it was tough for them today. They didn't. I don't think they stood a chance. If I'm being real, but maybe because I'm a Chelsea fan, but I don't think they stood a chance today. I don't think they're that team. Maybe against United they'll be able to grab a point, but
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But so, do you guys think that you are entitled to
listen,
this
like
now?
the manager said, we are not in title race. We are just
Oh
winning
my
Manager can
leagues.
say
god.
something.
Like,
Oh my
listen,
god.
if it happens that we win the league, we win the league, right? But we are not in
What fun is if it happens that you win the league, then you win the
listen,
league?
see,
Why can't everybody like
all these Arsenal fans are always pained.
wait, I don't understand though. Like, in what world there is no team in the history of football that has spent 1 billion on their squad, and then you ask the fans like, "Are you in the title race?" And they're like, "No." Like, it should be an expectation after spending 1 billion. Like, what do you
But we
expect?
didn't do it for whatever, like for to see outcomes overnight, to see an outcome, get an outcome overnight. We did it for like overtime. Now
But you are the first
we've
team in
seen in
history.
this.
Chelsea is the first team in the history of football that, having spent over £1 billion in 2 seasons, they are still like, oh, we are not in a title race. In what world? Where has that ever happened? Where?
But yeah, this is like with different managers with different sets of players. They have to understand the style of play,
And
get to know each other and
and
all that
so
good stuff. Which you've seen improvements over like the games and stuff like that. Now maybe
nah, man,
from next season you
nah.
can talk
I
about
I,
okay, are you
I
guys
completely
title
disagree.
contender? Like you can't keep using the money as like a reason why we should be title contenders.
But anything that spends
There is a
1 billion
like
immediately, they immediately become title contenders,
it's a
man.
project
Immediately.
it's a project, right? Do you understand? So like and they had a plan, and their plan wasn't for it to happen overnight.
Mhm.
It was never for it to happen overnight. So all this
Okay, what if
external
you're
pressure
like
as
you're
sorry,
what if you guys were winning like what if you guys were in Liverpool's position? Would you still be like, oh, we're in the title race?
like first on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what is if that's why I said if we win the league, we win the league. But like that was not the main goal. Getting
Ah,
like
no, 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 no. Which one is if we win the league, we win the league? No, there needs to be like some accountability, man,
Chelsea,
on everything. Because you can't tell me that like Chelsea cannot be in the title race this season. In what world? Why?
well, Femi, I've tried to help you, understand.
No, you've explained it before, but like
It doesn't make
it
any
still
sense,
to
right?
me it's
Mm.
like it's not making sense. You spent over 1 billion. Like Ten Hag that spent what? What they call it, and they're expecting to come like change their lives, man. And you people that have spent over 1 billion, like everybody's just like letting Chelsea off the hook. Like, ah, yeah, just vibe. Whenever you're ready, be ready.
So,
No,
okay, hold on.
like
Let me ask him a question. At what point do you think you should be contending for the title
I just said from next season, like before the season
next
starts,
season?
just expect that like Chelsea is, you know, fighting for that title. Right
Oh,
now,
look,
that
can you remember what I said last episode when I said Chelsea needs to win something this season?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I
and
mean, not conference. Conference is like,
No, no, I don't
like
care. I don't want conference. Like, but the thing is,
what
no,
else
but
can
hold on,
Chelsea
don't laugh,
FA
don't laugh.
Cup?
Hold on. So conference, I would say conference and something because obviously you have to win. Like you cannot be in that kind
the
of
conference league, man.
yeah. You have to win it. Like it's a given because you're the best
It's a
team there.
no-brainer.
It's a no brainer. So if you don't win it, then there's something wrong with you people. So I don't count that. So it's conference and one other cup. You have to. You cannot tell me you are spending that kind of money and you're saying you're giving this kind of excuse you are giving.
And yeah, we need time. We
We
need
need
time.
time.
Like
No.
what kind of time do you need? You spent over 1 billion in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Which kind of time do you need? You have a squad as deep as like any squad, and not just any type of players, oh, quality
Quality
players.
players. And the thing is,
And these guys are not under 20, oh.
yeah.
They're not under 20
How
players,
old are
oh.
they?
They're like Sancho. How old is Sancho? Like 23 or so. How old is Palmer? Like 23. How old is your striker?
Okuku.
Probably like 23. How old is Joao Felix? How old is Neto? How old are all these guys are not they're not like
How old is
kids.
Caicedo? How old is Colwell? How old is
How old is
Fofana?
Caicedo? Like 22,
How old is
23,
Fofana?
right?
How
No,
old
it's
is
not. No, it's
Vega?
not. I
Like
think it's like 20
how
or
old is Malo
21.
Gusto? Like you're skipping.
How old are they? Tell me.
These are young boys. I read they're like less than 23.
Hold on. If so, I'll say this, and then let's move on. If your performances this season were not good, and they are not title contending performances, I'll have said, okay, age is playing a factor. But you guys are beating teams like crazy, and you're on the same
No,
point.
like you guys said last weekend,
Relax,
right?
relax.
Yeah, I
You're
still
on the
stick to
same.
that though,
You're on the
Mike. What
same
I said
point.
last week.
You're on the same point with Arsenal, and
Yeah,
Arsenal is considered title contenders. They won't stopping you from being a title
Last
contender.
from what?
last weekend, last recording, you guys said Chelsea were beating the people they were supposed to be beating,
And I still stick to that.
and they haven't
Yes,
beaten like any of the big boys yet. Granted,
correct.
Yeah.
so like if we've not beaten any of the big boys yet, like why is it now like
It doesn't matter. So Ferguson should say something. You don't need to big. Ferguson should say something like you don't need to beat. You don't need to beat the top teams to win the league. Does that make any sense?
listen at this point?
You don't need to be in the top teams, but obviously you need to be in the top teams so that you can like get points off them. But if you beat the teams that's supposed to beat, then 100% you are a title contender.
Like have you
Liverpool has
seen
not beaten
all the teams?
hold on, before Liverpool beat City, they are not beat any top team now. And people were like, oh, okay, let's watch Liverpool this season. So if
All
that's
the,
the case, then Liverpool is not a title contender.
bro, okay, but all the teams around like Liverpool, City, Arsenal, this bro, these teams have like solid players, experienced players compared to the Chelsea squad. So like,
So
what exactly is
you
giving?
have a World Cup winner in your squad,
Yeah,
Enzo
really,
Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo that wasn't even starting for
Caicedo is not an inexperienced player. Caicedo has played Premier League for like 4 seasons now.
Femi. Femi, are you
Plus,
serious? Like, okay, 2, 3 players on the team compared to how many players on the other teams that are contending?
let me continue. Palmer,
Palmer where? Palmer's Palmer's first professional season wasn't the last season.
Hmm. Okay.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, outside, okay, are you going to call Sancho? Are you going to call Jackson? Are you going to call Colwill or Fofana? No. Yes, you're going to call Enzo because like, Enzo wasn't even starting for Chelsea at the beginning of the season.
there's Cucurella. Your
Oh my!
goalkeeper is there
Oh,
still.
please give me your. Please
Um,
give me. Take.
I mean, long story short, you get what we're trying to say, which is that like, let there's quality. There's quality in the squad to say that like, yo, we're striving to
They
get
are
to
good
Liverpool
And,
now
enough.
and,
to
and these
catch
players
them.
are and these
You
players are
know,
being rotated well. They are
But
fresh.
okay, how about this?
They are
Chelsea is
fresh. Like
good enough
the,
to
the, the,
contend
the
for.
team that beat
yeah,
the team that beat Southampton today wasn't the team that played in the weekend though.
in the weekend, yeah, and the team that's going to play Spurs. To me, that's your first big test against
Yes.
Spurs. You know, and if you guys pass it, then it's like, okay, now I think let's be serious about
Okay,
Chelsea.
I'm revisiting the
If you guys
conversation
fail it,
depending
then it's
on
like,
how
all
that
right,
game
we're not
goes.
serious about these guys.
Mike.
How about let's say this? Let me say this. Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Chelsea is good enough to contend for the title, but are they in the race? Would you say they are contending for it right now? Like, I wouldn't say. I mean, they are good enough. Yes, they are.
What if you guys were 2 points off?
Sorry,
What if
all
you
these
guys
are
were 2 points
hypotheticals.
off
We're not
Liverpool?
that right now. Do you understand? We're just second.
Hold on.
Because
Mike,
that could happen though.
is English your problem?
It's not my problem, but
You know
these are
why? You know I'm asking that
hypotheticals.
question. I'm asking that question. We're not saying Chelsea are good enough to win the league. We're not saying they're going to win the league. Do you get? We're saying title contenders. Like you
And
should
I'm
go. You
saying
should
they
be
are
in
good
there.
enough to be that, but they are
And
not that.
so why are you not arguing against what we're saying? We're saying they are title contenders, not necessarily that. For example, Aston Villa last season, this was part of the argument we had. They said they are title contenders. At some
At some
point,
point, yeah,
yes, they had the probability of winning it, but they did not stick to it. So it
yeah.
means they finished
Okay,
fourth.
how about this? Chelsea isn't at that point yet.
You are title contenders. Please don't be arguing.
Okay,
Don't try to deflect.
I think the thing about it is like Chelsea fans don't want to be
Yeah, they're
accountable,
trying to deflect.
right? Just in case things fall
Yes,
off. No, say to yourselves that like, Omo, we are in, man. Like, because why not? Why not? Are you just
you
there
just
to
participate
participate?
as if you are
I
what's it
just
called
saw
Nottingham
the guy's
Forest.
comment.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's literally what I see. They're too scared to be like, yeah, we are
yeah.
in it, so that if she goes
Like
out, it's like,
they,
yeah,
I've
we are too
always said this.
inexperienced to be. No,
Come Jan, come
now,
January.
popping their league with 17, 18 year olds, younger
Okay,
team
that's
players,
Barca's.
man.
That's Barca's problem. Come January, and matter of fact, all those boys in Barca already familiar with their style of play. Aren't they all Spanish boys in that team? Don't they all play on the same national team for the most part? So please
I beg, please,
let's
I
not.
beg.
Okay.
We know what with this title, this podcast is not called
It's called
excuse
bias football
football
take for a
podcast.
reason, right?
We don't.
It's
It's so
called
much
bias
excuses.
football take for.
This is the second time you are saying excuses like a two episode back to back. Please, I beg. Okay, it's time to now talk about the elephant in the room. United faced Arsenal and the Emirates, and it was a good game for the first half. It was more two of the two teams, both teams trying to figure or trying to feel each other out. At the beginning, we felt that way. Then Arsenal kind of did a little bit here and there. United did a little bit here and there. You could tell that Arsenal was trying to respect United. United was trying to do the same thing, and it was just like sparring. But second half, things changed. Arsenal decided to come at United, and he paid dividends for them. Arsenal scored against United through set pieces. But I think part of the things I wanted to see in the game, I saw them. I saw them in the first half. In the first half,
Like
I'm
what?
coming now. In the first half, we're more, I would say, our defending was better in the first half. We kind of like passed a little bit together, like even though it's still shaky, it's still a lot of work to be done there. But one thing that stood out for me was Bruno. Bruno was more conservative, was more I would say controlled in the midfield. He wasn't running like the way he used to do. So that's that. I think that's one thing I noticed. But again, United still has that same problem of falling apart when you concede the first goal, especially against a team that quote unquote is better than them. That showed. Um, but I don't think I needed to learn anything from the game, which I didn't know already. I wished. I mean, this is just wishful thinking, and it wasn't going to happen. I wished we tried to play the same players, the same lineup from the weekend, but that was just wishful thinking because of so many factors. I wish Ahmad had started that game. I wish Rashford had started that game. But again, it's still early days. I wasn't okay with second half. I wasn't okay with second half. But first half, it was okay. It was just
Um,
and Arsenal did not create enough chances for me to be scared that we're in trouble. They didn't, which is one of the things I picked. So it was a good game, good win for Arsenal. Congrats. I mean, Arsenal is going better than us, so I cannot argue against that. So we'll see what happens in the second leg. We'll see.
imagine this man trying to play sportsmanship because he doesn't want to face his crimes. Femi, please,
What crime?
Femi, please. I want to tell you something.
Let's
Femi, please, the way you were
go ahead.
attacking Chelsea for spending close to. Hold
Oh,
on,
I'm.
I'm about to give you a point that I want you to follow up United with. The way you address
Mm-hmm,
Chelsea, on spending a billion, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. These guys also spent
mm-hmm,
close to that. They spent over 700 m. What
mm-hmm.
have they like? What are the results? Like, what are we seeing? Have you seen anything promising? Have you seen anything
Do you want to answer that question?
encouraging? No, I was
No,
asking you.
I want.
I was telling you. I was talking to Femi.
Oh, no, no. Before
So,
Femi answers that question,
Bro, why you have to answer the
hold on now,
question?
hold on. No, no. It's like Eminem. Like, why are you trying to banter me with what I already know about myself
So
and has
that's what
told
I
you?
was saying. Like,
We're
why
currently
are you
not
trying
good.
to play sportsmanship without
No, no.
like?
I'm
Let us
telling
do
you.
the
No, why?
wait,
banter.
No. Hold on,
wait.
hold on,
I have some comments about the game. Oh.
hold
I
on.
have some
Before
comments
you even
about
get
the
to the
game.
game, in the grand scheme of things, why do you think we sacked the manager? If we thought we were good, we're not good. Currently not good. So we're trying to change things. you cannot use an insult that I've insulted myself with
all this.
to now come and say United spends 500 billion, because if you're going to go down line, then there's a lot to talk about Arsenal, because Arsenal doesn't have any institution for it.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
You cannot
So
you cannot throw
I
stones.
also
You
feel
cannot throw
that
stone.
like
Hold on. You cannot throw stone into the market when your cousin is chilling in the middle of the market. So you have to be careful.
yeah.
So I
So
personally feel like
so for
hold on. You cannot use one game to say United was terrible.
Hey, this is the
No,
third game, right?
it's still like it's a lot of games this season. It's still a lot of games. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
yeah, so my take on today's game, and I know like United fans want to be like, yeah, we're good. I personally think United were absolutely shit in that game. I'm not even joking. Like and I'm not joking, man. I was watching that game, especially that first half, and I was like, wow, these guys came with a mentality of like, we don't want to
Yep.
lose this game.
Yeah.
Literally. Man, you didn't come with that mentality of like, oh, we're trying to win this game or anything. Literally, all these guys were doing was just hold the ball,
Yep.
pass the ball,
Yep.
waste time. Literally playing like a relegation team. I was like, what the actual heck is this? This makes no sense. And I'll say this though, like Man U's game plan was just to stop Arsenal's game plan in the first half. Literally, like Man U barely did anything in that first half. Literally nothing, man. Nothing. Like absolutely nothing. You had more passes than us. You know, you had one shot. But prior to that one shot that just peradventure just happened, you know, you literally did not shoot. Like Raya was literally chilling the whole game. 90 minutes, apart from that one save he made from delete. He barely did anything in that game, man. Barely. And I was very disappointed in Man U because I was like, forget anything, right? Like you're not good, you're good, da 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 da. When is Man U Arsenal, forms goes out of the window. We come there to like actually play and win that game, man. And I was really disappointed watching Man U. I was like, wow, like it's that bad, man. Like I didn't see anything
Hold on.
today
Did you
to
guys
be
play well in
like.
the first half?
That's why I said you guys stifled us from playing our game.
So
That
what
was
kind
your
of
game
excuse
plan,
is that? If
literally.
you're better than the team, why can't you just bombard them the way you did in the second half?
Oh,
Because again, that was
No,
your
no.
game plan to hold the ball, slow the game down, kill the game. Literally, like Onana was wasting time on every goal kick from minute
but
one. He was already slowing
how
the
many
game down,
times did you
like
guys?
hold the ball, try to
How many times did
counter,
you guys?
like
How many times did you guys even kick the ball towards Onana to begin with in the first half?
when
Yeah.
in the first half, we had like
No.
three good chances in the first half. Thomas Partey missed a clear header. Martinelli had a shot that went wide, and I forgot the last one. We had
Chances
like three
that are
shots on
not they are
target in
not
that first
connected
half.
to corner kicks. Forget about corner kick chance. Any other chance?
No. Martinelli had a good chance in the first half that he missed.
So that's one.
You
That's
don't
one. I remember now.
remember?
So that's one, right? That's one, right?
Thomas Partey's header. Okay, he said corner kick.
There's no connected to corner kick. That's
Yeah.
one, right? Think. Just think.
but how can you take
But
corner kick out of?
Okay.
yeah.
That's
So
part of the game.
Anyways, my main point is that like
what's his name? Dalo didn't he get the same chance against you guys?
yeah, that's what I said. From a chance that came from
It's part of
nothing.
the game.
It was literally nothing, man. Because me, I even thought the ball went out. Like I even was not looking at the game, and I was like, "Oh shit, the game is still on." You know, it came from nothing, literally from nothing, man. Let's be real. You know, and it was off target as well. You know, Arsenal had like 13, 14 corners in that game. Man, you had what? 0 corners or 1 corner? I don't even remember. Like your own. Bro, if you look at the XG in that game, we had like 1.9. Man, you had like 0.3. You guys barely played anything in that game, man. And I understand that, like, yeah, you know, how will I put it? You're trying to be like, yeah, we played good, but in reality, man, if you really go watch that game again, I think every Man U fan should be like very disappointed of like how they came out to play, man. Because I was like, wow, like, is this bad? You guys don't even want to attack. It's literally let's pass the ball, let's keep the ball low. Let's not make
Don't get
mistakes.
carried away. Don't get too excited. So let's talk football. Forget about the hatred you have of United. This is not hatred. Relax. I'm going to ask you a question. Don't say yes or no. There's only to expatiate.
Yeah.
Has Arsenal ever gone into a game where they were bad, that they didn't want to lose the game this season?
Yeah. This season.
Think.
I'm trying to remember.
Think. I can mention like 3 games for you.
Nah.
Inter.
What game? We were better
You're
than
not better.
Inter in
You were
that
not.
game. Look
You're
at
not
the
better
XG.
than.
Do you look at the
Don't be
XG in
calling
that
XGs
game?
for me. You guys were not better.
Inter
Inter,
literally had
Inter had.
one shot on target in that game. One shot on target. And what was that? A penalty. And you want to bring that game out as an example? That was even the worst example. Arsenal was way better. The only thing in that game that we didn't do is score a goal. You know, we were way better than Inter in that game. Way better. That game was played on a
There
quarter
was there
pitch,
was
man. And
there
in
was one on
Inter's
that
half.
game that you guys were very docile. I can't remember the game too. It happens. Like again.
What game? I don't remember any game that we've gone in that we're not trying to win, at least.
So
Like,
hold on.
even the
So
game we
even
lose, we've never been
so the
dominated.
games that
Never.
you guys, you've come on this podcast to talk about some of the games that you guys were docile this season.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I can't
Newcastle.
remember. Not Newcastle
Newcastle.
game.
I
Not
said
Newcastle.
one game.
Not Newcastle
Newcastle.
game. Newcastle. You guys were like you guys were those. You guys didn't come and play football. They just have classic guy. There was one particular
Yeah.
game I can't remember. Anyway, for United again, I would not. If this was under Ten Hag, I'll be like, yes, we were shit, we were bad. But this game, this particular one, I understand why they don't want to get beat.
Bro, and
And
that's why you didn't have one corner.
that second half is only after I know that we were terrible because Arsenal came and Arsenal pounded and they decidedly like won in that second half. But in the first half,
What did you do great in the first half?
we held the ball. We were trying to stifle. We were trying to,
Exactly. That's
we were
what I'm
trying to stifle
saying.
Arsenal because I don't understand. You have to understand your opponent. You cannot just say, "Oh, it's Arsenal. It's a rival game. Go gongo." No, you have to manage the game, which I was okay with that. In my mind, though, if that game
Okay.
had ended, if you guys didn't come out the way you came out in the second half, if that game had ended as a draw, I'm like, okay, one of those games like it's okay. And as I said, in the second leg, we will see if United plays the same way, and we'll see what happens then. That's what I'll just say.
This is
That's what I'll
Yeah.
just say.
like this is
Mind you, we're meeting again FA Cup, you know.
Yeah, in
You
a
guys are gonna
couple
win that
weeks.
one. There's no need.
why
Oh
are
Win
you
that
yeah,
one.
of
giving up
course.
already? Like
If
the
it's
game
actually like
hasn't even
this, like we
happened. You're
played
already
today,
giving up. Like what's this
Hmm?
what's this mid
yeah,
table? This is a mid table
man,
mentality.
you play the way they play today in FA Cup. It can even be more than three,
Agu,
man. Every corner kick, you guys were
Bro, you
scared.
guys did
Like I
not
was
have
like,
one
what
corner kick in that game.
they didn't
No,
even have one corner
zero.
kick.
we had one corner kick.
No, it
We
was
had one
zero.
corner
Check
Bad.
the
kick.
stats.
Mine was so
We had
bad.
one corner
Check the
kick.
stats though, it's zero.
We had one corner kick.
I'm serious. Man didn't play anything in that game, man. And I know that's the thing that and they've done this thing like what's the word I'm trying to like. My fans do this a lot, especially when they come to Emirates. It's like we were in the game, so we played good. In reality, you're not playing good, man. You're just trying to stifle what we're doing. You're not doing nothing. You're not playing. Like you're just anti what Arsenal is doing from what I'm watching. You know, like try to impose yourself in the game.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's early times for this guy. Long story short, it's early times, but like,
So impose
man,
yourself,
I wasn't very impressed, man. I wasn't.
and lose 7-0. Is that what you want? No, I'm asking you now. Is that how you want?
Were you proud of that? Were you proud of that outing? What you watched today
I
from
don't need to
Man
be
proud
proud of what I saw. I've already told you what I'm
But
looking
Shion,
for,
that's not how
and I've seen
football
it.
works though.
It's part of
You don't
football.
go
I don't know why
into
you
a
are talking like
game, you don't
this.
go into a game with the mentality that like you want to draw the game. You go into
You have to. No.
Let's not lose. Let's
Listen.
not lose. Oh.
There is a reality. There's reality on ground. You have to know your strong points. You have to know. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm even
what do you
discussing
mean
this
you
in kind
have
of
to
same
know
people.
like it's just like
When
okay, the City Lisbon game that happened that like Lisbon came back from behind to like draw with City. Are you going to
which
tell me
one?
that they should have just accepted that they lost? Sorry?
Feyenoord
Yeah.
versus
Yeah,
City,
Why
sorry.
you
3-3.
guys
Yeah. Are
talking
you going
like
to
this
not tell me
now?
that like
Wait,
what's it
hold on.
called?
That's the worst example you can pick because on a normal day, you know there's no way Feyenoord is coming back. Even if Feyenoord
Okay,
scores
but it
7 goals,
happened.
guy, forget. Even if Feyenoord comes back, you cannot
So,
compare that. Hold
Shell,
on. Let me finish my thoughts. Even if Feyenoord scored 7 goals, on a normal day, City is scoring 20, and Feyenoord is a team that's been together for a while. That's like if they want to play that way, it's okay. And I'm saying that for United, if they want to play that way for this period, it's okay. I'm telling you as a United fan, it's okay. But
let me
moving on,
bust your head.
There's
Let me
something I
bust
know
you.
you like stats, you like to bring. It's okay.
No, I'm
But
not bringing up stats. Not stats.
if we now play like
Mm-hmm.
this in coming like maybe second leg, if I've seen them play well over time, then yes, there's a problem. But for now, I don't understand. Like, I don't get.
Okay, so why
You
didn't
have
you
to be
go into your
realistic.
game
So
with
let me
Everton
boss it.
with this
We
mentality?
played probably we played probably the two worst teams in the league as well. So like Southampton and Leicester in Emirates, right? And it was like 4-2, 4-2, I think. They didn't play as bad as this. I'm serious, man.
Okay,
They
hold
came
on.
up with
Okay,
more of
okay,
a
hold on,
fight than
When Barcelona spanned Real Madrid, was Barcelona bad?
Mhm.
Was Madrid bad?
I think that's a
No, I'm
different
just asking. I'm just
conversation
asking.
though.
I'm just
Like
asking you.
and we can
I'm
go
just
in depth
asking you
into
because you
that.
cannot use you playing against Southampton and winning 4-2 and beating United 2-0, thinking because Southampton came out against you guys is it makes a better conversation for you because Girona can meet Barcelona and they can be like 3-3, can be like 4-4. It doesn't mean anything. And Barcelona will face Madrid and they can beat them 7-0. It doesn't say anything. All it says is that Barcelona is better than Madrid at that day and they took opportunity and they beat them well. That doesn't mean that, as
Yeah,
I'm saying, so
true that, but
you cannot use
I'm more concerned about
one performance against Arsenal, which I don't know why you are like banging on that because you beat United 4 times in a row. I don't think there should be any reason why any change would be. If anything, I was telling you today, I was like, for United against Arsenal, the max we're going to get was a draw. We're not beating Arsenal. I said it.
so for me it's not
It's
even
part
the
of it.
result that
It's
I'm
part of
like
the whole thing.
it's not the result I'm more concerned about. I think for me it was the
Yes,
performance
you have
from
to
Man U, man.
manage the game.
You know,
You don't have to you cannot just throw everything into span into the works and say, "Oh, this is how we want to play."
bro, you guys play like Stoke City, man. I know a lot of people say like, Arsenal, corner kick, we're doing Stoke City shit. But in reality, the Stoke City of that game
No
was
problem.
Man U.
No
I'm not even
problem.
joking,
No
man.
problem. And it's between United. It's fine, Abi. No problem. Don't use Panado for our headache. It's fine. We will see what happens in second leg. If United has improved before then, if 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 if
We'll
if
see.
we don't
We'll
improve
see.
before then, Arsenal will beat us, and nothing will happen. It's reality. No, it's reality. It's reality.
So
I'm not
you
I'm not an Arsenal fan to want to be delusional. You have to know what's on ground. You have to know your level. Right now, United is not there. And what happened today is expected. Like in fact, Arsenal's game to lose. If Arsenal had drawn this game, it should be like an L for them.
yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
So
There's
United
that.
is bad currently. I'm not going to be delusional to say, oh, you're supposed to be beating City, you're supposed to be Madrid, you're supposed to be beating
So
Bayern
what
Munich,
kind
you're
of
supposed to
teams
be
are you
beating.
supposed to be
You have to
beating?
be reality. Huh?
So what kind of teams should we expect United to be beating?
Start from the scratch. Be the teams you're supposed to beat.
So you're
When you
playing
place
Nottingham Forest
when you
next week. Are
face
you going to beat them?
who?
You're playing Nottingham Forest next. Are you going to beat them?
I mean, that game is 50-50 because
Do you expect to win
that
them?
game is 50-50 because Nottingham Forest this season, they're not Nottingham Forest last season. The teams,
It's in
Yeah,
Old Trafford,
yeah,
that's
though.
fine.
like you do. Yes or no? Are you going to beat them?
I'm not sure. It's a game of 50-50.
What's the
It's
expectation
50-50.
for that
Hold on.
game?
It's 50-50. I'm saying this because Nottingham Forest of last season is not Nottingham Forest of this season. If Nottingham Forest are on their P's and Q's, they will give United a problem. United
Joe,
have to be like, yeah, they have to be. Hold on
Joe,
now, you guys let me talk now.
how long have you been
Me
Let
supporting
me
too,
Man
me
U
talk.
for?
too, me
Let
too,
me
me too.
talk. United have to be. United have to be on their best performance to be Nottingham Forest. I can tell you,
Wow,
we
that is
meet Everton.
crazy.
We meet Everton. We beat Everton. We meet Leicester City. We beat Leicester City. These are teams that we're supposed to beat. We cannot face Nottingham Forest right now because thinking that we want to use name. No, you have to play the football because
Imagine yourself as a fan, Sheon, 10 years ago when Alex was in
yes,
charge, talking
yes,
like this. How would you how like how would you feel?
it's a reality on ground. Maybe I need to speak in Yoruba for you. I need to go to Agu. It's reality on ground.
Yo,
It's reality on ground. I'm telling you, a fan, United fan did like I think the first 5 games or first 7 games, and it was like, oh, we're going to beat this team. I'm like, no, but you are being delusional. One game at a time. If we beat Nottingham Forest, all well and good. But I don't expect anything less than a draw. I don't expect anything. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
Mid-table team stuff.
No problem. We are mid-table. We are mid-table right now. No, we're mid-table right now. We're currently like we're 13 or we're 11th or 12th
You
right
just
now.
call the clubs that you beat. Everton and Leicester City. Leicester City were in shambles. If you beat them now, I don't think you're going to beat them now.
Huh?
If you meet Leicester City now, I don't think you're going to beat them now.
Well, we're beating Leicester City now. We're beating them. That's not
stories.
See, there's some teams we're supposed to be beating. I'm telling you, there's some teams we're supposed to be beating. And
You're
I mentioned
supposed
them.
to be beaten, but you are not going to. You're supposed
But
to beat Nottingham Forest.
we beat them already. Like, I don't understand. That's in the past. We beat Leicester City. Oh my! Like, beat them twice in
Okay,
less
then
than
give me a
in favor
result
of
for
5
this
games.
week. Give me a result for this weekend. Nottingham Forest, Man United.
I've told you the minimum from that game is a draw. I'm not coming out and say we're beating Nottingham Forest. I am not coming out. See, again, is the reality on ground.
So when is
same
this
thing
reality going
I'm
to
telling
change?
Guy, the same way you are chatting about you.
No. Let's talk about you.
Hold
When
on,
is
hold on.
reality
No.
going to change?
And that's the beauty of football, and that's the beauty of life. You were here talking about how Chelsea needs time to contend with another there, and I'm telling you, United needs time. We just got a new coach.
Okay,
we need time.
I've accepted.
Man, everybody needs to start being accountable, man.
Okay,
listen, I've accepted. Now my question is, at what point should we hold you accountable? Me, I said from January for Chelsea.
I hold you accountable at the end of the season. Yeah, hold you accountable at the end of the season. Yeah, hold you accountable at the end of the season.
What if you're no longer a firm at the end of the season?
Speaking of accountability, right? Speaking of accountability, Arsenal is laughing. When last did you guys win your league?
Yes, that's why we need to be accountable. See, to me, we need to chase Liverpool down, man. And I will top that shit.
Liverpool down. You should be topping the league. Because hold on.
Obviously, mistakes happens at the end of the day. But I'm not going to be like, we're going to come third. No, I'm still like, we're aiming for first. I don't care if Liverpool is there, man. That's still the aim.
No problem. Remember,
that's why I'm like, everybody has to be accountable.
Remember,
I like that Chelsea's aiming for first as well. Scroll that.
So I remember like the discussion was Pep being an obstacle, City being an obstacle. Now, a season where City is struggling, I mean, give or take, quote unquote struggling. You don't have another. It's supposed to be Arsenal's time, right? Arsenal is now struggling with City too, because you should be topping the league. City are the second best, quote unquote.
Mistakes were made at the beginning of the season, so we can't change that.
So if you guys don't win the league this season, what should the discussion be?
Oh no. I think like again, at the end of the day, you asked me the last time. It depends on how we do in the other competitions.
I don't want to hear that.
If we are absolutely shit in the other competitions and we don't
the league right now, if you don't win the league right now, and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to consider our performances in
that's successful.
Or Champions League. Bro, shit can happen, man. At the end of the day. But my main thing is like we have to consider other competitions. But if we do shit in other competitions and also not win the league, I think like a real discussion has to be had about Arteta at that point.
What for other competitions? What other competitions? What was it?
What? Like, I aim to win every competition, man. I'm not like there to just participate.
I think that's so much. I think for champs, maybe you can be like, okay, like.
No, bro, I swear, man. I expect Arsenal nothing less than semi-finals, man, and finals in Champions League. Too. I don't care if we don't win it or whatever, but that's the expectation. I can
see that. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's the expectation, man. Like, I'm done with that. Like, we are only going to focus on one. No, focus on everything, man. All four, and we have to try to win all four, man.
What happens?
Yeah, that's a failure. That's a failure, man. That's a failure.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
One blank period, man.
Anyway, let's move on. So for the league, no, not even the league. Who's the best player now in EPL?
Come on, Fitz.
I mean, Salah now.
Mr. Agu, who's the best player?
There's only one Cole Palmer, please.
Cole Palmer. Okay.
Oh man, okay. It's Salah this season.
I think it's between Salah and Gravenberch. Salah is like
Salah is even better than Kese, though. Are you guys serious?
You're acting like an Arsenal fan because anytime you discuss best players, Arsenal fans always insert their players. Caicedo to Gravenberg.
No,
What do you mean
Caicedo has been
insert
putting
their
in work.
players?
Oh.
Caicedo is
Yes,
literally
but
the
it's not.
best. What?
He's not the best midfielder. He's not really the best player in your team. So to
Yeah, he's
even
not the
to
best
even
player in my team, but he's the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League right now.
well, I talk about best player. I'm not talking about best defensive. Is it guys? Should I be
Okay,
Igbo
but if you're going to talk
translator?
about best player, how are you not going to bring this guy over Palmer? Are you serious?
Who?
I mean Salah.
Salah?
There's a debate with Salah.
What do you mean? There's a debate.
We
Okay.
can debate
Who?
Salah's own.
No, Salah is the
I'm
best
saying
player
it's
this
between
season.
Salah and Gravenberg, and right now,
Bro, he's assisting
yeah.
or
So
scoring
every game. So
every
right
game,
now,
man.
he
Like,
has pulled away from Gravenberg a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But do you guys see Isak's goal today?
It was mad. It was crazy.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
pretty
during
crazy.
that game, Isak came for them. Like he came for from the beginning, from the first minute, he was creating chances. He was dribbling them, but Newcastle, I don't know what's wrong with those people. They just have like mental block. When they meet Liverpool, they just cannot just beat Liverpool. It's crazy.
I don't see
But
Liverpool losing anytime soon, man. You have
uh,
Everton, Fulham, and Southampton. Like what? That's 15 points right there. Like what?
you never can tell, Sha, anything can happen in football.
I
But
mean,
right
Fulham
now,
is a
yeah,
tough one there. Southampton, Haba. Everton, Haba.
yeah. If Southampton continues to pass him on the back,
They'll
this.
kill them.
And you know what's crazy? They got a new keeper came in. Oh, it wasn't the same keeper.
Yeah, but
It was a sub keeper.
okay. In today's game, right? I want to ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
After the first half, would you have said you should what's it called? Stop attacking and just start defending? Because I feel like at
Ooh,
that point they had nothing to lose again. Do you know?
Southampton.
Yeah,
Um.
because it was like 3-1 in at the end of first half, from if I remember correctly.
So the thing is, that's where quality comes to play. Even if they defend, Chelsea was still going to score them. They don't have the quality to even sit back. So at that point, maybe granted you can reduce the scoreline. Yes, they should have, managed it. But unfortunately for them, they don't have the quality for it. So it's just what it is. And this idea of playing the way you want to play, knowing that you don't have quality for it, like they're going to relegate. If they continue like this, they're going to relegate. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. I'm making people have joy. Like, and once EPL team notice that that's how they play, all these other to do is just press them. That's all they need to
Bro,
do.
those guys have 5 points.
In how many games now? 10 games?
14.
14 games. Wow, 14 games. Whoa. Wow. Almost halfway. That's all good. Anyways, who is Chelsea? Who is Chelsea facing next?
Spurs.
If you know. Sport. Oh yeah. Who's at home?
I think Spurs. Let me see. No, Chelsea's. Let me see. Let me see.
Olu has left.
Yeah, Chelsea's away. Spurs is home.
Okay. Spurs is at home. You guys have to win that game. Oh.
See, there's no choice. That's the only.
You guys have to win that game
Then
because it will be a disgrace. Because Tottenham, they have soft underbelly.
there is no excuse right now.
They are hard outside and soft inside. So you have to find a way to beat them.
But listen, I'm scared of that Kulusevski guy. He's very
Yeah, you
freaky.
guys. I wish United bought that guy, man.
That
I
man
really wish we bought him.
is different.
Guys, it's Spurs are killing him. They're not using. I mean, they're using him well, but they're not allowing his star shine with wins.
But they have some very good midfielders that I don't know why, are not
It's
performing.
just Spurs now. It's Spurs. You see those players, if you remove them and take them to another team, they'll
They'll
play well.
ball, yeah.
Yeah. It's just Spurs. It's just their spirit.
Fair enough.
Anyways, thank you everyone for listening to our show today. I have wrapped for the year, but for some very strange reasons, I cannot get it from Spotify. I'm trying to get the full details, but it's called, is it podcast wrapped or creative wrap? Because Spotify keeps changing the names for the platform where you can host your podcast. So I guess they are struggling right now with posting and sharing the wraps for the year. But thank you for everyone that's stuck with us, all our fans out there who I think we'll do. I'm trying to see if we could do some merch. Agu makes t-shirts. Maybe we'll hold Agu to make t-shirts for us so we can give our fans.
That would be
But thank you,
awesome.
everyone.
Yeah.
Eh?
I said that would be awesome.
Yeah, we will do. Please share your opinion, and on Spotify you can actually make comments on each episode. So please let's start using that. Let's start sharing opinions, especially Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Share your opinions, and because you always message me on the side that why am I saying this and that. Share your opinion and let's know what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
Till next time, hopefully Chelsea will lose and Arsenal will lose, so that I'll come and fire them.
I
These
won't
people
be
are firing
back
me
here.
today. You'll be back. Don't worry. I'll drive you. If I want to come and carry you from your house, you'll be back. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye,
And till
guys.
next time.
All
Yeah.
right. Bye.